When was the last time you did a self-evaluation? I mean, have you ever done a self-evaluation where you asked yourself, how am I doing? What is going on with me? What is the internal state of affairs for me? The reality is we very rarely do self-check-ins and self-evaluations, and that's an absolute disservice to ourselves because we do go around giving a whole bunch of fucks about what everyone else has going on and how they feeling and all these other things, their internal state. But it's rare that we stop and deal with ourselves. And a big part of that is because it is difficult. Nobody don't really want to deal with the inner state of themselves when it's chaotic. It's much easier for us to diagnose and prognose and tell everybody else what's wrong with them and how they need to fix this and fix that. But it's very rare that we spend time with ourselves to really get to know ourselves, what's really going on the inside, what we're really feeling, what we're really experiencing, so that we can create a plan on how to take ourselves from this state that we really don't want to be in. So when I'm asking you, how are you? What's good with you? Are you good? It's not just a greeting that does not require a response. Like, how are you? What's good with you? Do you even know? So how are you mentally? How is your internal state of things? When was the last time you actually took an evaluation, an inventory of what was going on the inside of you? When was the last time you did that? And not just like, oh, this is the checklist. Yeah, I'm drive fucked up. No, but like, yeah, this was going on with me. I don't like this. This is what the issue is, and this is how I'm going to create a solution. And this is how I'm going to maintain that solution. Like a real, I'm about to fix this shit type thing. And so if you're not good, then what? Like what's the next course of action? Are we just going to just sit with the fact that we're not good and just spend our time focusing on other people, places, and things and what's not good with them? Or are we going to actually take a moment, be with ourselves, and come up with an actionable plan that we can execute on? This is not just for businesses and projects. Like, this is for yourself too. Why are we not taking, this life that we have more seriously? Why? We have a lot of expectations of other people, but it's very rare that we first have great expectations of ourselves. It's just a fact of life. This is just how we seem to carry on. But, it's, if you want something different, it's time to make a change. If you want to continue to do the same things, then do the same things, but you can't bitch about it. You shouldn't bitch about it. You really don't have a space or a right to bitch and complain about it, because it's a choice you're making. You're choosing it. When we choose not to address ourselves, to not do a self-inventory, a self-evaluation with the goal to make a shift so that we can correct those things, we're giving away our right to complain about stuff. I mean, you don't really give yourself any space or room to be disappointed, because really you disappointed yourself when you decided not to take any action on making a shift or a correction in the things that you feel, you see, you hear that are going wrong within you. So the goal here is to look in, not out. We've been looking out. We've been looking out at everybody else, what they doing, what they not doing, how they need to fix this, how, their mind is just trash. Like, we can give everybody else the business, but we do not want to give the business to ourselves. And I get it. Accountability is difficult. It's tough. It's pressure. It's the pressure, but it's the pressure that we need for real. For real. We keeping it 100 with ourselves. We need that kind of pressure. But for some reason, not that we don't know the reason, we run from accountability. We run from having to take account of the things that we are doing, saying, and partaking in. But we have the ability to stand up in those things, account for them, and then make a shift and a correction. It's just a choice. And it's just a choice that many of us are not taking. You know, what's good with you? What's really good with you? How are you actually doing? Are you good? Like, are you really good? And if not, why? Why are you not good? What's not good with you? And most importantly, what are you going to do to make those shifts and corrections so that you're no longer in a state of not being good? It's up to you. It's up to you to look in, to really be with yourself and figure these pieces out, because it's not my responsibility. It's not the next person's responsibility. It's not all those people that you're holding accountable for making your life the best that it can be. It's not their responsibility. It's yours. It's yours. And just like a heads up, you're not going to have happiness in your life if you refuse to look in. You're not going to have happiness in your life if you're refusing to look inward. Period. So I'm challenging you. Yes, I'm challenging you. I'm applying a little bit of pressure on you for you to do a self-check, a self-inventory. Figure out, are you good? If not, why aren't you good? So do yourself a favor and do a quick self-evaluation. Ask yourself, how am I doing? What's good with me? What's not so good with me? Write it down. Really just go through it, do a dump. Then on each side, the what's good and what's not, you have to ask yourself, why? Why is this thing good? Why is that thing good? Why is this thing not good? Why is this thing not good? Really go through and just dump as much as you can. And then, most importantly, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to maintain the things that are going well? And how are you going to shift and alter the things that are not going well? Apply that pressure.